strange when you're a stranger. I will not love, little sister. It's not important. It's just about still believe. Beauty has her way.
Haha. No expense spared. Those are disgusting. I think I should have cleaned those first. But welcome everyone. Tonight we are discussing The Lost Boys. And as St. John says, it's a great film with an amazing soundtrack. Only 10 songs. Ian's here. Thanks for being here. Oh, it started already. The vampire puns. But yes, 10 songs. One of which was that merry-go-round theme, so that does appear in the film a few times. But this all 10 songs are actually in the film. It's a bloody miracle. So we'll start off with the list of the songs. When I bring up my list. So we've got Good Times by Jimmy Barnes and In Excess. Lost in the Shadows, the theme from The Lost Boys, by Lou Gramm. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Roger Daltrey. Laying Down the Law by Jimmy Barnes and In Excess again. People Are Strange by Echo and the Bunnymen. Cry Little Sister, that's the theme from The Lost Boys as well. Gerald McMahon. Power Play by Eddie and the Tide. And of course, I Still Believe by Tim Capello. Forgot about my saxophone for this. And Beauty Has Her Way by Mummy Calls. And To the Shock of Miss Louise by Thomas Newman, who did, of course, the score to the film. Yes, I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All those others old bastards are just imitating. This is a miraculous event. Music audible in the movie, not just snippets played on someone's car radio for 1 second. It is. I was very shocked. One of them nearly had me. Which one was it? It might have been Power Play. It's in the film, but we'll go through the list just 1 second. I remember buying this when it was first released. I played it and played it and played it. I played it to death. Me too. I had it on cassette. So this was 87. So, yeah. I don't think now. I was like 14. So it would have been... I was 17 when I started driving. And I listened to it in the car a lot, cruising around. All the ladies, of course, thought I was really cool listening to this soundtrack. And for some reason... Platoons, which is a connection to this one anyway, but... Oh, yeah, I don't have vinyl yet, so I picked it up on vinyl when I started collecting vinyl again a few years ago. It's an awesome soundtrack. I got it on CD, which I forgot, but it's in the pile to do a CDs upstairs. So, there we go. The old vinyl. But for 10 songs, it's not bad. Although, are they 10 great songs? Well, I'm going to leave out the merry-go-round, so we'll go for 9 songs. Not just probably filler. Oh, Goblin did the best scores. Yes, Goblins are pretty good. One of my school friends had a Korg synthesizer, and he could play Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me from this on the soundtrack. On it, nice. Showing off again. Yes, that's the one. Apparently, I did not know this till today. A lot of these are covers. I knew the Echo and the Bunnymen was. I did not know, and Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, but we'll get to that. So we'll start with our first song on the list, even though they're not in any particular order towards the film, and I've lost my mouse. There it is. Right. So it's Good Times by Jimmy Barnes and In Excess with Michael Huckins. So if I bring up this, and then we'll go for... they never have the name right. Lost Boys. Beauty Has a Way. There we are. Good Times. Let's rock. Let's take seconds of this.
I wanna put a call to you, 'cause I feel good tonight, and everything's gonna be right.
And it goes on for 3 minutes, 52 seconds. For the Hudson Hawk.
Time tonight, rock and roll music gonna play out.
Now, can anyone tell me where this appears in the film? So I'll pause that for a minute while I think and check my notes, because I actually watched the film properly this time and paid attention. So there's 2 points in the film where this is played, actually. Spoilers. So if you can tell me what they are, I would appreciate it. Yes. That's a classic 80s movie rock voice right there. That it is. Jimmy Barnes, bless him. I don't know what else he did. Well, actually, there's 4 songs, 5 songs, 6 songs in the film that aren't on the album. Can you name any of them? One of them is a very famous one, which is probably why it's not on the soundtrack. Yeah, lead singer Jimmy Barnes. So, Good Times is a duet, apparently, In Excess and former Cold Chisel lead singer Jimmy Barnes, and it reached number 2 on the Australian charts. And it's a cover of the 1960s Australian song by the Easy Beats, which originally recorded to promote the Australia-made Tour of Australia in early 1987, headlined by In Excess and Barnes. But I did not know that, and I forgot to listen to the original. Maybe if we have time at the end. But if no one knows, I will tell you where it is. The first time it appears is when Michael is buying his leather jacket right at the beginning, when he's on the boardwalk. Just before, was it Star tells him he could get his ear pierced by her cheaper. There you go, David's here. Hello, David. Soundtrack went double platinum in Australia due to the popularity of In Excess and Jimmy Barnes. I imagine so. I think one of the reasons they got 2 tracks is because director Joel Schumacher was a fan of theirs as well. But so this is the first of this song. What was the second song? Where's it gone? Laying Down the Law, which is on a background song. So the comic book, and it's Death by Stereo. It starts, not that you can hear it very well, when he shoots the arrow through the vampire, he hits the stereo and turns it on. But there's so much shaking and explosions, it's very hard to hear. I missed it on the first go. So there we go. It's a very good song. Let's have another listen while we can. If I'm still live, not copyrighted down. Let's go from here. Must go on the poster though. I don't like this poster. Number 19. Holy hey, listen, keep filming in a minute. You haven't done it. So it's a very good song. I will rate that one. Next is Lost in the Shadows, The Lost Boys by Lou Gramm, which is a cracking 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Let's see what it sounds like. Wish I put this in order. Lost in the Shadows. Here we go. No end. That on my car stereo. Very long. I don't know. But there we go. Right, let's have a look. Where do I rate this movie? Vampire Flicks. It's Bright Nights at the top, and then this is second, and then probably Salem's Lot is third. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I do. Those are my 3 favorites. Jim's here. Hi, Jim. This played in the background of the comics book store. Yeah, that's that's not this one, unless it's another song you meant. But there is a song played in the comic book store, and this one, Lost in the Shadows, is on the motorcycle race. This one's very 80s. Yes, it is. You can go back to it now. It's been a break. I don't know what else you ran with them. Yeah, repeat every few 30 seconds. just got get to the yes. Everyone loves I Still Believe. We'll get to Tim Capello if he's here. How cool did Kiefer look in this movie? Yeah, everyone wanted to be Kiefer. No one wanted to be Michael. But yeah, that hair, because I think I seem to remember the trivia that Kiefer turned up with the blonde hair. Because it was one of those, he wasn't supposed to have blonde hair, but it was too late by the time he turned up. So that was Lost in the Shadows by Lou Gramm. Let's see if there's any information on this one. And no, Tim Capello, Eck and the Bunnymen. Lou Gramm, lead singer of Foreigner, recorded Lost in the Shadows for the soundtrack along with a video which featured clips from the films, as it was back then. You wanted to promote a film on your MTV, you had to have a hit song and then put clips from the film in. And if my 7-inch collection's anything to go by, it worked. I actually had the theatrical one-sheet poster on my wall for years. One of the benefits of working in the cinema. Yes, Jim, you are very lucky you get. But yeah, the amount of standees and posters and lobby cards that all got destroyed because the fucking Gremlins. Bullshit. Check that away. Ghostbusters. No one's ever going to watch that again. But where are we? So that was. What was that? Lost in the Shadows, The Lost Boys by Lou Gramm. So next one is the Elton John cover. Now there's 2 Elton Johns in the film, songs in the film, but this is Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Roger Daltrey of The Who, I believe. So let's have a listen to that one. See if you can tell me where this appears. Once I find it. Where is the order? There it is. Bloody hell, I can't read now. This is sunglasses. Who wears sunglasses indoors? And this is another 6-minute song. And a very long intro, so let's skip that. I think George Michael did a version later on, didn't he? Ballad and a half. Yeah, woke up 4 minutes in. Cool down, yeah. Kenny Loggins would have been a good on this soundtrack, yes. I have asked Kenny Rogers on, but last year he was touring. He was doing his last ever tour, and now I can't get past his people to get an interview. So, oh, hello, Shan, 51. I've been in a cave. Oh dear. Is it underground in a abandoned hotel that fell into the ground? It took me a few watches to really appreciate the movie, but nothing compared to Fright Night. Yeah, this is one. Both those I watched around the same time on video back in the day. Fell in love with that. Final credits. See, Jim's on the ball. Yes, it does. It's the second song in the final credits. Let's go back to the beginning. Have I just gone back to the wrong song? No, there it is. So yeah, we're 55 seconds in. It still hasn't started. Remember when songs had intros? Apparently, the modern kids don't like long intros. I like that. But there we go. That is Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Roger Daltrey. They never went in a cave, only used the exterior for the cave. Yes, and if you watch the film closely, it's one of the times they go in or out of the cave, the flying tracking shot. It's backwards. It's just the same shot reverse that showed them going in, and then you can tell the way the waves are moving. There you go. Spot the film fair. But this was... Is there any information? No. There you go. Both great movies, though. Yes, exactly. You can't go wrong watching either one. I think Elton and George Michael had nothing to worry about. I would say it's not my favorite version. It was only when the internet came out I realized a lot of words of these songs I was singing and getting wrong. Exactly. Many, I don't think, no. Sometimes you get the lyric sheet, don't you? There's no lyric sheet and there's nothing written on the thing. But yes, many's a film or a song I've had from the 80s that I was singing completely wrong. And then the words you see on the lyrics are, you can't understand how they're saying that word and it's making it sound like that. Jim knows this movie inside out. Good. We'll test you then. Well, if you're so clever, Jim, what are the 4 songs that are playing on the radio when they come into town? They're not on the soundtrack. It's got you there, isn't it? Right. Number 4, Back to In Excess and Laying Down the Law. Where does that come in the film? Let's give you a clue. As in, let's listen to the song. Oh, no, there we go. Click, click.
And check through the years. There's no need to tell you. To break through dark and night. That changes everything. Searching for.
Yeah, where's that in the film, Clever Clogs? I don't think I know the correct lyrics more than 5 songs exactly. Karaoke is not my thing. I've tried and failed many times singing. That's not the words. That's not the words I sing. But that was more In Excess. I guess for me, they weren't that famous in 1987. And let's have a look. Let's see. I think, yeah, there's no information about this one. Oh, here we go. Grooving. Damn it. Cheeky bastard. Yeah, I didn't know the songs. So Grooving I know. And that's also on the Platoon soundtrack. That's on, yeah, that is actually on this tape, Grooving. This is one of the most 80s movies ever made. That it is. God bless it. But yes, I'll do the 4 songs at the end. Give you for Grooving by Felix. Oh no, Perform by the Rascals. I was looking at the written one. I'm not going to bother with the rest. So yeah, there's 4 songs on the radios, 2 songs that feature elsewhere in the film, and then what you get on the soundtrack. So that was Laying Down the Law, more In Excess. But apparently, People Are Strange. Where is that in the film? That's if you didn't know, if you've seen the film. But Cover the Doors. That's the one playing all the stuff right now. Light my fire. The piano. So let's have a look. Where are we? So Ian's saying the end credits. Let me double check my notes. People Are Strange. And Mike is saying at the beginning. Let's have a look. And Jim is saying both. And you are all correct. Yes, it plays at the opening credits when they go into the Santa Clara, isn't it? And then at the end, it plays right at the end. It's the first song. There's 2 songs in the end credits. This is the first one, and then Don't Let the Sun Go Down Me is after that. What's this? I think Jamie Gertz is the richest. What? With over $3 billion, but it wasn't through her movies. I don't know about this. Jamie Gertz. The only thing I know from, apart from falling for her in this film when I was a teen, is she's the most clothed stripper with a drum kit in Tango and Cash, isn't she? Oh, of course, Twister she's in, but she's not very likable in that one. It's been a while since I saw her. Oh dear, like, do that for Halloween. Cry Little Sister is at the very beginning. Let's have a look. That is, so let's just check on People Are Strange again by Echo and the Bunnymen, which is, what do we got on that? The soundtrack features a cover version of the Doors song, People Are Strange, by Echo and the Bunnymen. The song featured in the film is an alternate, shortened version with a slightly different music arrangement. Yes, not the 12-hour version that the drug-induced one does, but not my favorite song. Works for the film, of course. Ah, she owns a football club. Did not know that. From Dustin Norton deserves honorable mention for being kind of a spiritual cousin to this film in terms of tone, vibe, and soundtrack. Well, yes, if I got that on CD, so that'll probably be next October's. Less than zero. No, what was my question? Oh, she's in Less Than Zero, of course. But that was People Are Strange. So next up is, where are we? Right, Cry Little Sister. Theme from The Lost Boys by Gerald Mann. That's another long one. 4 minutes, 48 seconds. But it's a cracker.
Behind those eyes,
Intro.
hey, sister, love is with your brother.
Bit of organ. Of a vampire. So I counted with my little brain 1, 2, 3, 4 times this song appears in different sections of using the song in different sections and in different parts of the films. Can you tell me any of the 4? But I think someone said it earlier. Yeah, Mike said it earlier at the very beginning. Yeah, it's the first thing that happens. A little bit of the intro. Parts of this are throughout the entire movie. Yes, but it's featured mostly during the love scene, if you can call it that. Very disappointing love scene. Both keep their clothes on. But yeah, the love scene at the beginning. Has anyone heard? Luckily, I have not. I have seen that he's not very popular on the internet at the moment because of his tour where he's left his wife, isn't he? And then she used to be part of the band, and then they're losing musicians along the way, and the musicians they're picking up don't know the songs and all sorts of stuff. Yes, no sin, I don't wish to. Exactly. We're not spoiling the evening. Although, if we go to the trivia on Crying Little Sister, if I can find my mouse, I need to get a bigger mouse. Right. It is. It's not on there. There it is. Right. The theme song, Cry Little Sister, was originally recorded by Gerald McMahon under the pseudonym Gerard McMahon for the soundtrack and later released on the album G. Tom Mac in 2000. In the film's sequel, unfortunately, Lost Boys the Tribe, Cry Little Sister was covered by the Seattle-based rock band Aiden and appeared again in the closing credits of the third film, Lost Boys the Thirst. But I don't think any of them are as good as this one. Jim's heard it. If he's going to sing anything, it's going to be that, isn't it? It makes my ears bleed. And no, I don't want to spoil the song. They say remakes don't spoil the original, but sometimes they covers do. Oh, yeah. Different sections of build up bits. So yeah, a lot of it is used instead of a score, pretty much in some places. But it is used, as we said at the beginning. There's the so-called sex scene. David's death right at the end, when he is all very lit up and glowing, and then of course a few other places that I missed to write down, and when Michael drinks the blood from the bottle, kicks in after that. Yes, this is the song I think of. When I think of the soundtrack, that's the song I think of. When I think of the film, it's obviously the saxophone. I remember, thou shalt not kill. Yeah, that's the kids' chorus is probably more famous part of the song. Right, so where are we? That is Cry Little Sister, the theme from the Lost Boys, because it is all the way through. And it's, I don't think it says it. It doesn't say who composed it. But where are we? Power Play. This is going to get you. Where by Eddie and the Tide. Let's have a listen to this. See if you know where in the film it is. Jim. If I can read the text. This is one I can't remember. Eddie and the Tide. Sounds a bit like Randy Newman. Although, I think this is the second song to have a saxophone solo in it. I think every 80s song has a saxophone. Yeah. Yes. My favorite line is one of these. My blood is in your veins, so is mine. Jim says it's in the background of the video store that Max owned. It is. It's very hard to hear because it's noisy in the video store, and then it's talking. So that's why it took me a bit of time to find that one. But it is in the video store. Well done, Jim. Wow, I didn't really pay much aware to music. Exactly. This is why I found out one of the reasons I'm doing this is to find out this sort of information. But yeah, I would not. I've heard the album so many times. It's like Grease. I think the album has more songs on it than are in the film because they were cut out or not used or something. But there we go. That was some other. Listen to the chorus for at least 8 seconds. I'll play. Pressed loop by mistake. Right. We saw this film 100 times. Well, in November, we're doing a salute to poor old Dave Oliver, who passed away earlier this year. We're going to sing along to Mamma Mia, the movie with Pierce Brosnan, because he had to sit through that 100 times, or listen to it through the walls at least. So we'll suffer in his behalf. I never watched Grease all the way through. What the I do love Grease. You didn't see Olivia Newton-John go all slutty then? Anyone watching this movie over Halloween? I watched it last night. I wasn't planning, but I did in the end. I watched Fright Night last month because it technically is a werewolf in it. But right. Now we get to what could be next. Oh, we're on number 8 already. I Still Believe by Tim Capello. Where does this appear in the film? Does anyone know? I bet you're going to get it right. But this is a classic. That's nice. I'll have to check that out soon. But yeah, sad loss to the YouTube world and the friends. Right. Yeah. Has anyone actually been to a beach party with a greasy saxophone guy singing? I have actually seen Tim Capello play live, but he didn't do this song. This stream might get cut short. I might play too much of this. He was a saxophone player for. Who was it? Tina Turner, who I saw playing Cardiff, and he still does conventions and parties and everything with this song. And then, of course, this one blows the roof off it, and he still plays it 100% no matter where it is, how many times he's done it. Yeah. I'm not sure he takes his top off anymore, but there he is. That's a hell of a song. And unfortunately, the night is ruined. Alucard is here. So, as I say, don't take any check. He's always got the late fees, but that's upstairs. I should just show this for my late special. Don't come here to advertise your Halloween special. My Halloween special's Elvira. So beat that. Beat those. I have seen Grease. I was supposed to do a watch party of Grease too, so I watched it all the way through. It's not got the songs are good, but not very memorable. But yes, it's the beach party at the beginning when they first go to the boardwalk, of course. Unfortunately, they all know it as the American has to leave. Have a great time. Sorry if I missed you, Jim, but just sack squash. The oiled up man. Oh dear. Tim Capello is his name. So let's rock.
Through Christ, through the wars,
We get copyright. There he goes. Gonna pass that in a second. Yeah, 4 minutes 50 seconds of an awesome song. Right, let's have a look at the trivia. Shame I can't play the whole bloody thing otherwise. But people like Al would grass me up. Elvira, indeed. So yes, we're having, I think it's like 40 minutes of Elvira, and then an hour and a half of Night of the Living Dead. Hey, Larry's here. This song still kills. It does. So it's a cover. I did not know that. Hang on. Well, check out the original later, maybe. Tim Capello's cover of The Calls, I still believe, was featured in the film as well as on the soundtrack. Capello makes a small cameo appearance in the film. The song at the Santa Cruz boardwalk. With his saxophone and bodybuilder muscles on display, Capello's frequently appears at numerous fan conventions to perform the song. Yeah, the whole place is rocking when he turns up. Yes, people have already mentioned Feldman's killing this song. I should play it on your channel. I'll spite you. But yeah, there we go. So that was Tim Capello's I Still Believe. But let's have another quick listen, because it is awesome. And of course, the lovely stars taking ahead. But we still believe with you, Tim Capello. Yes, I should. Yes, I will not be doing any watch-alongs in the graveyards. I haven't slept right since. I've either had a cold, I don't know if it was a bug bite or I had a swollen eye the other night. So it's all turning into Amityville at the moment. Yes, but not. You're not rocking out, Larry. Come on, you must do. Maybe we'll have to end on that one. But that was Tim Capello's I Still Believe. So cracking through this soundtrack tonight is so easy. But then we've got the final song, Beauty Has a Way by Mummy Calls. Now, where does this appear? Let's have a listen and see if it rings a bell. And then we'll have a recap. All right, we'll finish on the merry-go-round song.
I know what you want. I know we drown, and I know beauty has her way.
Oh, third song with a fact, but I did not notice that.
Sometimes has her way. The trembling looks.
There's parts of this I like, but some of it I don't. Mostly the chorus. But see what it says about this. So that was Beauty Has Her Way by Mummy Calls. And I've still got the songs to go with there. I don't think there's anything about this. No. So yes, nothing about the song at all. Why not listen to the vinyl? Because I would scratch it, putting the needle up and down just to find it, and I can't share the screen of a vinyl record player. But if you were here earlier, you would see I was showing off my one. I got the CD, but I didn't bring it with me. There you go. Protected. Spoilers for the film. There's vampires in it. And Keith Sutherland is one of them. DJ Tasty's. Wiki wiki wow wow west. You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. It's a Big Willie style, of course. Right. Last song. To the Shock of Miss Louise by Thomas Newman, who also did the rest of the score, but he got one track. And it's this one. Big finish. That's probably the song that'll get me copyrighted. But yeah, I mean, if you were here half an hour ago, Larry, then we would have been listening to Cry Little Sister. But feel free to chuck your Spotify on. But that is the merry-go-round, and it is played every time they're on the boardwalk. I was enjoying that. It reminded me of my dad's funeral. But yes, circus music, exactly. I hear circus music. I don't hear merry-go-round music. Because if you pay attention to the film, the order at the beginning, the order they are on the merry-go-round or come off the merry-go-round is the reverse order the vampires die with. For those who like scary, 80s nuclear war dramas, Threads has just been added to the BBFCI player. And it aired tonight on ITV for the first time, since 40 years or something. But it's not fun. You will not sleep well if you watch that. Have you heard the lyrics to Noel's version of CLS? No. Who's Noel? Not Gallagher. That wanker. Sounds like Velma ripped this off. What the joke. Right. So that was To the Shock of Miss Louise. Now, there is a Run DMC song in the film. Do you know where it is? Oh, Noel Edmonds. I don't think it's Noel Edmonds. I don't think Alucard knows who Noel Edmonds is, but yes. Which Run DMC song is in the film? Yep, Threads is a scary movie. Very sobering, that film. Mr. Blobby should cover it, though. He doesn't know Noel Edmonds, of course. Pug will introduce him to Mr. Blobby, didn't he? And there's Crinkly Bottom. But, so yes, Run DMC's Walk This Way with who the fuck are they? Aerosmith is in the, there you go, Walk This Way with Aerosmith, as Larry says, because it's 60 seconds after Larry types it. I get it. That's why some professionals have the stream up on their phone or elsewhere. Oh, he found Mr. Blobby on his own for his sins. But yes, the Fire Attack is Walk This Way, which I guess was too expensive to put on the soundtrack. There is another song that is sung in the film. It's on the radio and someone sings along to it. 2 points if you know the song and the scene it is in. While I go back to Cry Little Sister for a little bit to take my mind off Mr. Blobby being mentioned. Oh, I can't find my mouse. It always disappears when I stop using it. Right. Just for Larry. Maybe if I played the 8-bit version.
When will they learn this loneliness?
Vampires.
Sister, come to your brother.
There you go. This is long. So.
Through the rain, through the tears,
Pretty bad.
I'll march this road, I'll climb this hill.
If I have to, I will. Now, let's have a listen. Was it the? I still believe by what is it called? Aha! Let's see what the original sounds like. Ignore my history. Oh, and the pictures. Let's go for that one. Still killer, yes. Actually, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll get a big trouble banner by then. It's a bit different, but I still like it. DJ Tasties, yes. I've got the bling, I got my Casio on. Must be a proper DJ, right? But yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that properly because that doesn't sound too bad.
Like I wanna go home What do I feel? What do I know?
Not bad. Now, I think we know the other covers. What was it? Because it was Good Times was a cover. People Are Stranger a cover. I Still Believe is a cover. And yeah, Cry Little Sisters original one. But don't care about the other one. Right. So the song was Ain't Got No Home, which is performed by Clarence Frogman Henry, and is sung when Corey Haim is in the bath. Gary's here. Scream yeehaw. Yeehaw. That's not Maroons. Did he do a version as well? And so there we go. Ain't Got No Home. I don't know why a 15-year-old boy is singing like an old song like that. Frogman was amazing. I know an old bugger like Al Ducard would know who that was. Ooh, hang on. What news have we got? Okay. Limey. How dare you, sir? I'm as American as a cornbread and apple pie. Ask anyone. First verse is him, second verse is a girl, and the third is a frog. Now I need to hear the whole thing, but not tonight. So that's the two songs outside the film. Walk Away, Walk This Way, and In the Bath with Ain't Got No Home. But without Corey Haim's caterwauling, I don't think, did he become a pop star? I can't remember if he tried his hand at singing. But then there are, what did I say, 1, 2, 3, 4 songs on the radio as they come into town. Okay, definitely listen to the whole song. But we have Grooving, which is the main song they let play for a bit by the Rascals, which the mum sings along to. Then there's Rocket Man, apparently, by Elton John, his second appearance on the soundtrack, or in the film anyway, which he did his cover of, what's his name? Roger Daltrey. But when I listen to the back, it's hard to hear it because it's part of the song that's not the famous part. Then there's Crazy Old Soldier by Johnny Cash and Ray Charles, which I did not know was a thing, but you hear just a snippet of that. And then there's another one that's called Some Other Day by Danny Gould. But it's hard to catch that one. Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about that because both Keith, I was going to say Keith and his dad, but no, Keith is old now, isn't he? Because he does bring his guitar. I think he's been touring the UK a few times. I can't remember. But yeah, I haven't heard him probably, but he's no Steven Seagal, of course. But there we go. That I think is that. So let's have a look at, just make sure I've not missed anything. No. So now, which is the top track? It's hard to go because Good Times is good fun, and Cry Little Sisters, very good, epic song. But I'm gonna have to say my favorite song is I Still Believe, of course. Let's see. Let's bring that back up. Not that Still Believe. Let's go back a bit. Oops, too far. Right. No Cry Little Sister. We're gonna rock it out to, what spec is it? There he is, Tim Capello. Plays on him. Got a cracking start. Although I don't know if he's miming in the film or if it actually is playing, but yeah, he's probably in his 60s now. Even Seagal, yes, he has made it a few years now. He has a double trait in the matter. So, as before I came on, I just done an interview with Chris Brand, and he almost doubled for Seagal in that scene in the film once. It didn't work out like for him. He did one of the scenes. I don't think much of the song, and I can't stop it. I hope that's alive. Here we go, sax solo. Can't be that, can you? But so the worst song, I would have to say, the most forgettable one, because it's not in the film that much. Maybe I'm not a fan. I'm not counting to the shock of Miss Louise, because I don't think it counts. But that's just, Seagal only did 5. He did only do 5 or 6, maybe. But yeah, his output in the last millennium, or this millennium, was piss poor. But I don't know if it's
I know what you want.
the weakest song for me. Might be East of the what are your favorites? And Power Play is the other one I probably catchy. And that's not too long. That's not what I enjoy. But there we go. That is the songs. 10 on the album and 16 in the film. If you have any opinions either way, let me know. But for now, I'm just gonna go to bed. It's been a long day. Over here in Tasty Towers. But let's have some good times before we go. But actually, this is one I think of when I think of Blockbuster as well. And that bloody horn that Grandpa had. But yeah, I think I played that more on this cassette back in the day. But yes, have a great evening. I'll be back. What am I doing? Friday. On a day off at least, hopefully. Calendar. See what I'm up to. Friday is It Part 1, and then Saturday is It Part 2. And then Sunday is Carry On Screaming. But there we go, yes. Rest in peace, Chris Farley, indeed. Bless him. Gone too soon. But thanks for everyone to joining me, and I'll see myself out. Good night.